Get informed on what is happening in our political scenes and people who are making headlines in different parts of the country and the world right here at TAS TV. Join me, LAVIN NYAGOWA, as I bring to you weekly news highlights that are factual every Friday at 4 o'clock. See you then.
Katika kipindi tunakuletea wasanii.
What's up my guys, I go by the name Rainams.
Eti nikipita kwa macho unanipimia, na kama sina pesa unguwezi nipimia. Hapa Shensta the Poet manze.
Ngoma moto moto.
If you wanna show some love, I don't fake it. Hey, ndakumenya mawazo mako. Nani anedera shie. Oh, utani wako.
Vichekesho mkisongaza, mahojiano moto moto, stori za wasanii pamoja na talanta za wasanii.
Fiki wa kasi gani kama wapatikani wakati wa shida.
Na pia kwenye kipindi utabambika, utajijenga, utaelimika, utakuza talanta yako.
My name is Rebecca Mutie, I'm a model and I'm Afri Kenya. I'm a student. Napenda kusikiza kipindi cha Bonga na Katoni kila Jumatatu kuanzia saa 9 mpaka saa 10.
Kumbuka ni kwenye Bonga na Katoni ndani ya TAS TV kuanzia saa 9 hadi saa 10 kila siku ya Jumatatu.
This is Bonga na Katoni in TAS TV. Karibuni.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. It's another beautiful day that you get to meet here again. Welcome to today's show. Kama kawaida, my name is LAVIN NYAGOWA, and on this amazing episode we have a beautiful show lined up for you, and today's topic is nutrition and mental health. So basically we're going to be looking at the connection between the two. How are they exactly interconnected? And I have an amazing guest in studio with me who's going to shed more light in this field and talk about exactly the connection between what we eat and how we feel. While at it, remember to follow TAS TV across all social media platforms. That is at TAS TV official on YouTube, TAS TV on Facebook, www.tastv.co.ke on our website. So without so much talking, with so much gratitude, let's join our hands together and welcome today's guest.
Thank you.
Mambo,
What's up?
how are you doing?
I'm doing good. How about you?
Niko salama, so niko fiti. That's why we meet here again.
Yes,
Another
again and
time.
again. Yeah, and there's going to be another time
Yes.
also. Yes.
So I know you, but
Yeah.
our viewers wengine wanakujua probably, wengine you have met and wengine you haven't met. So please introduce yourself, tell them who you are and what exactly that you do.
Yes. My name is Stefan Geshimaina. I work from Borisha Jamii Initiative as a program manager and nutritionist. Yes, and today we are going to talk about nutrition and mental health, how those correspond together.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people don't know about that.
Exactly.
Yeah, most people think you just eat, you get fat, you get slim. It's only that.
And that's it.
That's
And
it.
I'm really curious because I want us to talk about intermittent fasting.
Yeah.
Mimi sikuangi nimekubaliana nayo, but anyway, we have her today here, so she's going to be shedding more light on that as
Yes.
well.
Thank
So
you.
but let's start with the basics.
Yes.
We have nutrition and we have mental health.
Yes.
How are these two interconnected?
I will explain with the most logical and simplest thing.
Yes.
I see human beings some of the time as plants. Look at plants. They need oxygen, they need water, and they need nutrients, right? We are the same, just like plants.
Yes.
You have to go and garden them. That is self-care that we do individually. So you find that as a human being, we eat a lot of things, but we don't know if we're eating the healthy things are garbage. The brain needs different nutrients for it to be surviving and functioning. That's why when you are kids, 7 sins for making your brain going to be smarter. Where did that knowledge come from, and why did it end only at education? Because you find we have a lot of nutrients that help our brain, and lack of them are the reason as to why we are susceptible to having some disorders. Or if you have a mental health disorder, it's going to be hard for you because of the poor nutrition that you have. Yes.
Okay. So now that we've talked about development and growth and omega-7, let's talk about how diet impacts the development and management of the common mental health disorders that we normally have. I think the most common ones are like depression and anxiety.
Depression, anxiety, and the most common in Kenyans is ADHD.
In
a group of 10 people,
yes,
7 have. Okay, so yeah, I had actually read it somewhere because I'm under so many groups of mental health counselors, and you find that the reason is why the Kenyan, even the social media is where you are writing things and people are not reading it. It's because there is no way my big brain that is reading fast is going to read 600
words,
and I can just go down or pass it.
Or go look for memes that you can relate to.
Yes, you see.
I think memes are more of coping mechanisms.
Yeah, because of the traumas that people have experienced or the situation that are in. So going to the question that you have asked, when it comes to nutrition, most people don't know that the fact that nutrition is not when you are pregnant or when you have just given birth. Nutrition goes all the way long before you even get or you're thinking about pregnancy. So for a woman, I will start for a woman because that's where, when it's a woman, that's where a child is being prepared for and their health is being prepared for. You find most knowledge of peri, you have to go to a nutritionist before you conceive. You have to be under supplementation so that any deficiency that you have is going to be rectified, which is going to be able to improve the mental health of the child. But you find how many women go to nutritionists or clinics before they get pregnant? None. They are always
and especially
I'm pregnant.
1 out of 10 probably.
1 out of 10, 1, and that one is a person who actually she had a previous pregnancy miscarriage, so now she's preparing it the right way. We find most people they are like they went to clinic after they have conceived. So we find these questions you have asked, we need to have nutrition before conceiving, during conception, after conception, when you are pregnant, you have to be under supplementation. That is IFAS. That helps actually the development of the baby in the womb. So if you miss that and you have those deficiencies, folic acid, most of the ladies have that deficiency because of the periods and maybe because of how we eat and stress also. So you see how one will affect the other one the same, the other one will still affect the other one. So after that, even when after giving birth, there's a specific way you're supposed to be eating. And that's why you hear, at least the cultural way, people know you need to take OG, you need to take tea and all that stuff. That is true, that is a good thing because it's actually producing the right milk for the child. That is going to help them have the best nutrients that are going to grow well and healthy.
Okay. What an in-depth answer. So away from that, now that we've talked about njahe, minji, maziwa and all that, are there like any specific foods or diets that people could actually associate with improved mental health care?
It depends with which disorder that this person has. I'll talk with the most common that I know because I think because I live with it. ADHD, it's a condition with hyperactivity. But most people, when they are being told, oh, you have ADHD, I have seen that you have symptoms of ADHD, nobody tells them that, hey, have you actually seen a person who is going to tell you there are foods that you're going to avoid? Because once I realized that I have ADHD, I ate a lot of starch and I never used to know why. Why? Yes, because my body is using a lot of energy, but my diet doesn't need to have a lot of starch. So I was doing the wrong diet, and now my nutrition is that's even the most funniest thing because I thought because of the energy that I'm using each and every day, I need to be eating a lot of starch, but no. A person who has ADHD, they need to eat a lot of protein, same as bipolar actually. Because bipolar, they tend to be more strong and vigorous, especially when they're in their episodes. So if you give them a lot of starch, now look at the damage they're going to be doing because of the energy they have. And then remember, it's all in the brain. The brain is the one that is acting in all that, and starch is also full of the brain. You see. So if you give it too much, what will happen? Thank you.
Okay, so what are some of the potential mechanisms, of course, through which a healthy diet can protect against, this kind of cognitive behaviors or disorders that we have?
So the best thing is, once you realize you have a condition, and this condition can be affected by maybe environmental or lifestyle, because there are those that it's genetically, it has been passed through by a person. Once you experience that, hey, I have a condition, like the people who have ADHD, ADD, bipolar, because these things are triggered later in life or younger in life. So what you do is you go to a nutritionist who actually knows every profile of your condition and how long it has been. They're going to be working with you along the journey so that they can know the diet that you're eating and what is going to trigger during that time, so that they can give you the best diet plan for your condition.
Okay, so does it mean that immediately you are diagnosed with probably any disorder, the first person after seeing the doctor is the nutritionist?
The third person to see.
So who is the second person?
The first person, I don't know if the psychiatric or the psychology is going to become the first, because moja ni wadawa. Yes, they're going to give you tips on what you're going to do, but mostly they deal with medication. The rest is more the therapy, where they're going to give you therapy of how you're going to be coping with your condition in the days life. The nutrition is now, so that you can be managing, so that everything that you take doesn't explode. Yeah.
Okay. So do we have like specific recommendations that we give these people with this kind of, because eating disorders zinakujanga na mambo mingi, a lot. So do we have specifications, like for instance, people who have bipolar shouldn't get this, people who have ADHD shouldn't get this? Are there specifics?
I would say actually even at a normal person's level, who doesn't have condition, everybody has a different diet. What we don't know is that what you eat is not what I can eat. Because now I have the ADHD, right?
Yes.
But that's the thing is also my BMI, my body mass index, and also my working. If I am more seated, I cannot be able to eat food the person who is there anazunguka hapo na mayai. Exactly. So diet changes. So I can give, maybe the biggest generalized thing is we have to look mostly at the macronutrients, that is the starch and the proteins and the vitamins.
Okay.
So other than that, we cannot specify at these are right. You're supposed to say no. An individual has to see a nutritionist, and they give them the right diet according to them,
according to what exactly their body needs.
Yes.
Okay, so guys, we are just starting the conversation. So in case una to join saizi and you haven't caught up with what we're talking about, we started 15 minutes ago. So please, rudi pale nyuma, start the discussion right with us from the beginning hadi hapa pale tumefika. And while you do that, remember when you get here, we always have sponsors of the day. So today's episode is sponsored by TAS Media Institute and of course the Smart Shopper. The Smart Shopper have restocked these amazing baskets that you'll probably need for certain things in your house. They're big enough to hold your remotes. If you need them for sitting room, you'll have them. You'll have your keys inside. You'll have your remote. You'll have anything yenye hautaki tu ikuwe kila mahali, and you want easier access to anybody at any particular time, then definitely this basket is good for you. They go for 500 bob, or you can get them in a pack of 3 for just 1,500 bob. So which one is cheaper? Chukua tu tatu mara moja and lipa hiyo kitu 1,500. Hiyo ni pesa kidogo sana for us. And then remember, TAS Media Institute, the September intake is currently ongoing. So in case you're looking for, you're looking for somewhere to get short courses done, we do photography, videography, live streaming, graphics and design, depending on that course that you want to get. Definitely TMI is the place to go. So make a point of calling the number 0798-154-042 and make inquiries. In case you're in Thika Town and you want to see the location, you can step into Nema Plaza, 2nd floor, Tante Africa Studios. Virginia will be at the reception waiting to serve you. Right about now, we are headed on a very short commercial break, but remember, when we come back, we're still talking about nutrition and mental health. Welcome to TAS Media Institute, the home of undiscovered talents. You will be trained by professionals who have a passion in what they do. Do not be left behind. Enroll now and become a pioneer of TAS Media Institute. We are located at Neema Plaza, second floor along Kenyatta Highway in Thika Town. Life can sometimes take unexpected turns, and this family's story is no exception. When a gas explosion completely changed the course of their living, Mr. Joseph Lual and his family have been forced to face unimaginable hardships. But even in this phase of adversity, they have managed to persevere with so much resilience. And as the saying goes, adversity introduces you to yourself. Let's get the story of Mr. Joseph and his family.
So welcome to the first episode of Brain Busters. My name is Mwangi Dominic. Lotko barabara ya MKU. Tunauliza maswali tatanishi.
At TAS Media Institute, we let you discover your talent. Get informed on what is happening in our political scenes and people who are making headlines in different parts of the country and the world, right here at TAS TV. Join me, LAVIN NYAGOWA, as I bring to you weekly news highlights that are factual every Friday at 4 o'clock. See you then. Welcome back, guys. Thank you so much for choosing TAS TV. Remember, if you're just joining us now, we're talking about nutrition and mental health. And in case you missed the first part of it, why don't you just go back, watch from the beginning, fika hapa, alafu sasa tushike safari tumalize. And again, remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel and turn on the notification bell just so you get notified every time a reality check is up, because we always have beautiful content lined up for you. So Beth, we come back to the discussion of the day.
Yes.
So let's now talk about culture, because culture affects so many things in so many different ways.
Yes.
So in this specific one, how do cultural and socio-economic factors impact dietary choices and of course subsequently mental health outcomes?
I love this question. This is one big thing that we actually fight as nutritionists.
Yes.
Because we are an African country,
Yeah.
and we have a lot of cultural practices that we go
Yes,
through.
yes.
So I believe I cannot specify.
I know.
Tribes, I know, right?
Yes.
You find that where there's a community where if it's a lady who has actually slaughtered a chicken, the man will not eat.
Yeah.
And if the man is the one who's slaughtering, the woman is a specific place she cannot eat the chicken.
I know.
Right? But that specific place is what we want the woman to be eating.
Please tell me that initangwaje ile kitu ya kufanya.
So you find we have other countries that are refusing women or men to eat specific foods, and those are the foods that actually have a high rise number of nutrients. So I'm going to give one very funny story. I got it in the hospital once, but it's going to be in alignment of a child. So I had a mom coming in the hospital with one enlarged breast. And the first question is, when you're looking at the child is actually malnourished. And the first thing is, if your children at the age of 1 to 5 was actually struggling with malnourishment, tendencies of their brain growth is going to be low. Even the development, kurefuka, kuongeza kilo, they're going to be struggling with the normal things that a normal person is going through. So they tend to be even slow learners in classes. So you find this child, the mom was only breastfeeding one breast and keeping the other one for the husband. That is a practice that this person has come out from their culture, their community. Some of them have refused.
So there are men who actually breastfeed.
Yes.
You know, I saw that thing on TikTok the other day, but I was like, this one is not normal.
I actually know of men who like women who are actually breastfeeding, so that they can breastfeed themselves. So you see, in that logic, you see the nutrition status of this child is being threatened because of the cultural practices that they are practicing as a couple. Exactly. And you would want as so much as, hey, telling this man, hey, this woman, hey, whatever you're doing is bad for your health and bad for the child, because for your health you're going to have an encroached breast, which can be very, very painful for you. And for the child, they are going to be malnourished. This is a child who needs your care, nutrition care and all that stuff. So what we are, even when you're telling the mom, you need to breastfeed this child with these other breasts, she was like, no, let me first call my husband. We try to convince her, hey, please try to express the milk. No, first let me call the husband to give me permission to keep the child. The breast, right? But that breast actually produced milk only because of you. So we tend to say that most of our, even religious, it's not just cultural, even religious, you find there are things that actually restricting us as nutritionists to be given the best counseling, or the people to be actually practicing the best nutrition practices.
Okay, so do we have any strategies that help to address this kind of disparity?
We actually call both guardians. Even in such a kind of a situation, we call both guardians. But as a doctor, as a physician, even in the hospitals, there's a limit as you can go. If the patient, if the client has refused to actually listen to you, it's okay for them to go with what they have. Because you cannot force a person to do something they think is right for them. If it's right for them and you've done it, you just...
But again, I feel like culture has gotten to a point that we are in the 21st century. We should have left certain things. It's not bad to practice culture, but if it's culture that is harming you, then it's totally bad. It's not okay to practice such kind of culture. So it's upon us to learn and help erase these that are dangerous to us. Okay. So away from that, let's now talk about dieting. Dieting is such a huge topic. It's such a sensitive topic because we have people who do intermittent fasting, and you're not going to convince them otherwise. We have people who do dieting. Tuko na wale wanakulanga meal moja kwa siku. Tuko na the people who just have breakfast, the people who just have dinner. You see, so let's start there. What are the long-term effects of chronic dieting or extreme diets on mental health?
Okay, I will explain with the intermediate fasting first of all. People have been claiming that we have been doing intermediate fasting, it's been working for us and all that. But if you look literally down the line, it was not intermediate fasting, it was something else that actually contributed to it. See the results. You're going to see the results, but after some period of time, the results will not be seen anymore because you have to do something extra, the one that you're supposed to do before. So what happens is this: you're already fasting when you go to bed. Because you'll be having 8 to 12 hours of at night, right? 10 hours at night, you're sleeping and all that stuff. So during that time, you're fasting. Why would you want to extend it to until 11 so that you can eat food? Top up to that, when you're eating your meal at 11, is it the required one or the huge one to replace the nutrients that you ate? So you find these people who do intermediate fasting, they tend to eat more. On that time, at 11 o'clock, they tend to eat more because they've been starved. Because you already had the fasting. That's the reason when you have breakfast, to break the fast. So I can advise most people is, yes, there's a specific diet for each and every person, but even as sports people, there's a time they reach where they stop going to sporting and they stop doing the diet they were doing. Why is that? Because there's some diets that you're not supposed to be doing for a long period of time. Yeah. Unless you are having a condition, a lifestyle chronic condition like diabetes. That person for the rest of their life, they have to have a specific diet. And that is not even ati unamwambia, please don't eat, please eat this one only. No, you give them options of the things they are supposed to eat, but small portion. But you mtu bado anaambia eat more frequently during the day. Never let your stomach be hungry. If this person who has a chronic condition is being told to be feeding, you who doesn't have, why are you fasting? Why are you doing intermediate?
Want to have flat
And that's the thing. You find now I can answer to the one big question that you have actually asked before that one. Mental health, you find we both male and female tend to have body image issues, but people keep forgetting trees are different categories with different names, and that's why we are called in different names and all that stuff. We never look the same. Exactly. Genetically contribute to that also. So why would you want a flat tummy that is going to give you conditions later on in life because of that intermittent fasting or that strict dieting that you are doing? Some people even go to just juices, vegetable juices, only for the tummy,
just so the tummy can be flat.
Yeah, well, you are okay. Somebody will love you for who you are and the way you look. So other than you going to a diet that is going to make you have now eating disorders, which is going to add to a condition that you do not know that you had. Because once you have image issues, there's something wrong.
There's something wrong.
There's something. You're supposed to be loving yourself for who you are, because you will never look the same. Yes.
Okay. So away from that, are there any specific diet considerations for individuals with concurring health conditions and physical health issues?
Yes. That is like diabetes. These people tend to be given a specific diet with different proportions. And if you ever find a person who has such kind of lifestyle diseases, they're called lifestyle diseases. They even have a plate specifically for that. So you find if it's a renal condition, there's a specific diet for you. If it's cardiac issues, there's a specific, and not just a diet, even the processes of making that food, they are different from a normal person. Yes.
Okay. So how can counseling be integrated into, counseling and interventions be integrated into mental health treatment plans? To make sure that whoever is receiving this treatment are sawa by the end of it.
I'm praying by the time, I think by now, the government should be doing this. I think mental health practitioners should be working together concurrently, because one condition may be caused by another condition. Like right now, the eating disorders. If I'm brought by, if a person comes to me with binge eating, that's the person who tends to eat and eat, right? And then they tend to induce themselves to vomit so that they can vomit the food in fear of getting big. If that person comes to me, the first thing I'll do is tell her, yes, I know the diet I'm supposed to give you, so that you can feel comfortable, so that you can gradually increase your meals to the one that's supposed to be accepted. But you need to see a counselor. So if our health practitioners are able to identify these things, that they need to work together to have one objective, we will help our community and society a lot. Because a lot of ladies, 95%, if it's not 99, we all have an eating disorder.
Yes. Because mimi niko na mbaya. You met me down around somewhere.
We all have an eating disorder. Either from eating that mawe munanunuanga, or from that mchanga unatoa kwa mti, to you eating a little food, to you overeating. Because there are people who overeat completely, and they gain a lot of weight, and they're like, why am I becoming fat? Yes, I know that. All that is a condition that you have, a psychological and a nutrition condition. So if both of us can work as a counselor and a nutritionist, work together, we will be able to help a lot of young ladies and young men outside here who are facing these eating disorders.
Okay,
Yes.
let's talk about, as we conclude, let's talk about, we have these people who go to the gym.
Yes.
And you find some of them are really big, but they're big in terms of tending to deal with certain things. How do you help these people?
Tending to do something like what?
I mean, we all see them. There are people, you go to the gym, find them in the morning. You go to the gym, find them in the afternoon. You go to the gym, find them in the evening. These people, you don't see them eat anywhere. You don't see them deal with any. You don't see them eat at any given time. 24/7 of their time wako kwa gym.
But they're drinking something. Do you know what they're drinking?
Water or energy drink.
They're drinking, a protein shake.
Uh-huh.
That is actually contributing. So they're going to the gym, but they are actually adding the proteins back in their system. Okay. Yeah. So that's what they do. But if you are going to the gym in the morning, you are there mpaka lunchtime, you are there mpaka sapo. There's something wrong. You need to see somebody and talk to somebody. That is just like work. There are people who never come out from work. They are always on their laptop or their phone, doing something over and over and over. That's a workaholic. That's also gym. We also yaki kwa gym. Because your body needs a break. If there's no break, there's going to be strain.
Yeah.
And if there's strain, they're not going to become in conditions. That's unapatanga. As young as a 25-year-old person has muscle issues. How?
24-year-old, 22-year-old.
Yeah, how? Why? What happened? Because most people don't realize your body needs a break.
Yeah.
You need a where there's a break. Also psychological.
Okay.
You also need a break.
Yes. So
Yes.
as finally, as we conclude kabisa, sasa nikimaliza tunamaliza. Talk to people who want to change their diet and have specific diet with the intentions of, like we said, we have people who suffer from, image. They want to look better. They want to look good. Talk to this kind of people and how they can work on their diet and what the kind of health that they actually need.
So the biggest advice, if it's about overnutrition, that's where maybe you have a lot of weight on you. We do not shame people by the way. If you have a lot of weight on you, the first thing is nothing comes easily. You should always be in your mind, and nothing is fast. If it is fast, think twice. Think twice. Always think twice. What is the predicament? What is the issues that is going to arise in the future? Because if you listen to always seek a nutritionist, even in case you have a lot of weight and you want to reduce the weight, always seek a nutritionist. This nutritionist is actually going to give you the right diet you're supposed to be eating, how you're supposed to be cooking them. Even if you have a personal nutritionist, they are going to come and cook for you that cooking at home. You see, and they are going to prescribe you the right actually workout that is going to help you in specific places, along with the gym practitioner manyako huko. So that is the best diet naweza kuambia. The first thing is there's no a generalized diet you're supposed to be, because as I said, BMI matters a lot when it comes to giving a person a diet, because how tall you are depends on how your food is supposed to be. How tall you are. So atufai kuongeza kilo mingi. So and if it matters of undernutrition where you have a very few kgs, at least that's when we have a common thing. You're supposed to be eating frequently during the day. Your stomach is not supposed to be empty, but now specific quantity and quality, you have to seek a nutritionist who is going to be telling you you're supposed to eat this and this and this and this and this. And that's why you find when you go to a nutritionist, the first thing they're even going to be asking you, because we have assessment tools, our eyes assessment tools. A person can approach me and be like, okay, they are under nutrition. But the one thing we keep asking is, hey, do you have an underlying medical condition? Either psychological or physical. You find most people haven't seen a psychologist or a mental health practitioner who can help identify. And that's the issue. If you find that you have body image issues and all that fast, please, before even going to go to the nutritionist, seek a counselor. Have the journey of acceptance first, because with the assessment there are going to be change. Because what you're going to do is you're going to go to gym, try to reduce weight that is not being reduced, or try the intermediate fasting that everybody's trying nowadays.
That everybody is really trying.
Yeah, but it's not going to help them most of the time.
Yes. Okay, guys, so it has been an amazing session. At least we've shed a little light. Naturally, we haven't gone like so deep into the conversation, but at least you have some knowledge on exactly how nutrition and mental health are interconnected and what you need to do in case you have a problem with either of the two, because in one way or another one supports the other, and you have to have one to get to the other one. So it starts with you. The first step, go seek help, look for a nutritionist, look for a psychologist. Jisaidie kwanza kabla usaidiwe. That is what I'll leave you with today. Thank you so much, Beth, for coming.
Thank you so much.
I appreciate you for your time.
Thank you.
Okay, guys, so let's meet same time, same place next week. It has been an amazing Thursday, so God bless you. Get informed on what is happening in our political scenes and people who are making headlines in different parts of the country and the world right here at TAS TV. Join me, LAVIN NYAGOWA, as I bring to you weekly news highlights that are factual every Friday at 4 o'clock. See you then.